by Barkley. No whistle at all. And Gilliam gets the defensive board. Barkley hard to the hoop. Missed the lay-in. Pippen rebound. And Pippen is fouled. Charles says, how'd I do that? Reed's personal. Reed sits down. Hersey Hawkins back into the game. Hawkins with only 10 points all in the first half. Andre Turner with the steal. It's 2-on-1. This could be interesting. Nice play by Andre Turner.
And John Paxson will come back into the ball game for B.J. Armstrong. Phil Jackson not happy with what he sees in B.J. Armstrong tonight.
It's an 8-point game. It just continues to look as though the Bulls are dominating the game, and they are statistically, but Philadelphia hanging around on points. 8 seconds on the clock. Grant with another offensive board. Pippen left on alone. Finally missed one from out there. Armand Gilliam with the rebound.
Got to get the ball ahead. You've got 3 Bulls in the backcourt. If you throw it ahead, you've got numbers. Somebody's got to be open.
There's one. Ron Anderson. He'll hit this one. He was only 1 out of 6 prior to that shot.
The Bulls have lost a little bit of their discipline right now, Bob. They're chasing the basketball. They're trying to knock them out in one punch. And in doing that, they've allowed them back in the ball game.
Jump ball is the call. I will say this, too. That ball way off that basket. There have been several opportunities for fouls to be called against Philadelphia defensively down there in the paint that haven't been called.
They have been the aggressors, and in being the aggressors, sometimes you will get that call. When you're on your heels and the other team is attacking you, you're going to be the one with the fouls. Right now, Philadelphia has geared up their defense. They're starting to reach in a little bit, cause some turnovers. And right now, they're getting themselves back in this ball game.
Down by 6. Big tip here. It's 2-on-1. Turner. And it, all of a sudden, is a 4-point basketball game.
You know what? I got to take my hat off to Philadelphia because really they could have died right now. They could have just passed it in, and they're battling back.
They're on a 6-0 run.
They're doing it with a smaller lineup. Gilliam and Barkley, Ron Anderson, Hersey Hawkins, and Andre Turner.
Buries the 3. That was a big one.
John Paxson is a big game player. You leave him open, he'll bury his shot. That's only about Paxson's second shot in the ball game.
And that's the first Chicago field goal in the last 9.5 minutes. They'd had one before that. It's actually the second one in 9.5 minutes. Bulls by 5, but Sixers now smelling an opportunity to stay in here. Barkley gets the board. Hersey Hawkins returns it to Barkley. He gets the lay-in. And now it is a 3-point Bulls lead. And Charles Barkley has 28 points. Timeout Chicago. And Doug, you and I have another close ball game.
All you have to do is have us here.
You're at a stoplight. It will last 20 seconds. This may be the only time some people ever see you. How do you want to be remembered?
Why is it so difficult to communicate? Why do people hurt each other? Why do some guys have a hard time adjusting? Why? Ask why. Try Bud Dry. It's dry brewed, not watered down, to drink light, yet satisfy completely. It's the perfect refreshment for the games people play.
The NBA, the NFL, the Pan Am Games, the Winter Olympics, the best athletes in the world, and nobody plays it like TNT.
When Joe Don Baker does hard time on a bum rap, he doesn't get mad. I'm gonna kill you! He gets real mad. Framed after the NBA on TNT.
Bulls up by 3, and in case you wonder why Doug Collins has been particularly accurate and insightful in the game tonight, he has an assistant here by the name of Chris Collins. This good looking, he could be moving you out of this chair.
Way too handsome to be my son, that's for sure. But it's nice to have Chris here with us tonight.
Let's not let him say anything. You may be seeing him playing some big-time basketball down the road one of these days. Chris plays at Glenbrook North. We've been out to watch him play some hoops. How'd he get a night off of his off-season league?
His sister's playing tonight, so he took her place for the game tonight.
All right, now let's go back to this game. The Bulls have all of a sudden found themselves in a contest up by 3. The last 10.5 minutes, the Sixers on a 20-10 run.
See if they put Michael Jordan in the post. Many instances they like to post him when they like to get a basket.
Paxson looking for Cartwright. Back to Paxson. 6 seconds on the clock. Cartwright on the baseline. Big bucket.
A lot of confidence in Bill Cartwright. There was a set play to go into the post with him, and he delivered. John Paxson with good patience threw in there twice before the score was made.
Bulls starters on the floor.
Isolating Cartwright against Armand Gilliam, going with a small lineup.
Anderson open. Not from the outside. The ball belongs to Chicago. Anderson only 2 of 8 tonight, and one of those was an inside layup.
Yeah, Ron Anderson has really struggled with his outside jump shot in this series, shooting only 34%.
Bulls by 5. 7:22 to go in the game.
Going back to Cartwright. Figure if they're going to go small, we're going to go into our big guy.
Cartwright tries to dump it off to Michael. Hersey Hawkins is there. The block from Gilliam. Chicago ball with 5 on the shot clock.
Now Michael on this out of bounds play loves to bait you, and they'll throw right onto a lob with Michael underneath the basket. So Hersey Hawkins has to beware.
Gilliam comes out to play Pippen, and Pippen misses it. Hersey Hawkins was spotted for a 3, but Horace Grant was lurking nearby. The lob to Barkley, and goaltending.
Good recognition by Andre Turner. He recognized Paxson was caught on a switch with Charles Barkley, so he just lofted the ball in the air. Nice play here by Andre Turner. You see the lob, Pippen just a little too late getting there.
Barkley with 30 points. 12 of 18 from the floor. It is a 3-point Chicago lead. 10 on the shot clock.
See, Chicago in the half-court offense is not nearly as explosive. They're a team that likes to get it out and run.
Pippen missing now. Rebound Barkley. A chance to cut it to 1 or tie on this possession. Pippen, after being red hot, got 4 fouls and set out and came back in and missed his last 4. Gilliam inside. It's a 1-point game. Don't dial out the Sixers yet. Chicago let them back in here.
Well, we said on the opening, we're here, it's going to be close, so forget about what happened in the first 2 or 3 quarters.
Go figure. Pippen fouled on the drive.
The one thing you see, though, those early drives that got all the way to the basket are now 8-foot floating shots in the lane with a hand in the face. Haven't seen any dunks in a while.
Anderson with his 4th foul.
When you let a team hang around on you, Bob Neal, they become very dangerous, especially when they're facing elimination. That's why Phil Jackson was hoping that he could get his team to deliver the knockout punch in the 3rd quarter. Very upset, and they lost their concentration.
Hersey Hawkins arm wrestling with Jordan. Paxson into the paint. Another big bucket out of Paxson. Paxson has only 4 points, and they've been big ones. Only his 3rd shot. Bulls by 3.
Now here's where Charles has got to go to the basket. He's waiting for the double team. They're not going to double team until he puts it on the floor.
And Andre Turner misses the 3.
Chicago scores here, and Michael makes a spectacular play. He might need a timeout.